Ja, dit zijn die typische drassige veengronden die Ierland zo rijk is. Over een periode van honderdduizenden jaren heeft zich hier laag na laag aan afgestorven bomen en planten gevormd. Ja, en deze veengronden zijn een bijzonder efficiënte natuurlijke opslag van CO2. Dit is in feite de Amazone van Ierland.
Het is niet moeilijk betoverd te raken door de magie en mystiek van de veengronden in Donegal. Maar anno 2022 is deze afgelegen plattelandstreek in het hoge noorden van Ierland een frontlinie geworden in het gevecht tegen klimaatverandering. Dit is veehouder Mickey O'Donnell. Zijn familie heeft een eeuwenoud recht om turf te steken in deze veengebieden.
So how old were you when you did this for the first time?
I was doing this, paid for a man's job when I was 14. And that's 60 years ago. £1 a day, from 8 to 6. Normally these would be shining. They would be shining and they would be sharp.
Because this is not how you do it anymore.
We don't do it this way anymore, so basically that's the way you cut the turf, you throw it out.
That's your brick.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the last time you did it the old-fashioned way?
I don't know for sure, but I would say it's 25 years.
Met de hand doen ze het al lang niet meer. Tegenwoordig gebruiken ze grote machines om turf te steken. Mickey O'Donnell neemt ons mee naar een nabijgelegen veld. Daar hebben de machines diepe lagen veen weggesneden en turfblokken in keurige rijen neergelegd.
So this is how it's just after being cut, right?
Yes.
And you put it to dry. Is that what you do?
Yes, cut a few weeks now. And we'll just put a small turf on the bottom. Walk around. Wet side out.
You've been cutting turf here for how long?
60 years.
60 years.
Yep.
And your father before that?
My father before that.
And your grandfather?
My grandfather, yeah.
And your generation before that?
Generation before that as well, yeah.
So you're talking about centuries of Irish people cutting turf here?
Definitely, yeah.
Maar aan die traditie wil de Ierse regering deels een einde maken. Want met de komst van de moderne machines, 50 jaar geleden, heeft Ierland een groot deel van zijn veegebieden verloren. Om te begrijpen waarom veengronden zo belangrijk zijn, reizen we van het hoge noorden naar de Ierse zuidkust. Dit is Fenner Bog. Sinds enkele jaren is dit een beschermd veengebied.
This area used to be a bog, it was a cutaway bog, and it's been re-wetted. It's become a fenland, which is a really rare type of habitat here in Ireland. It's less evident today at the start of November, but if you're here on a summer's day, there's a lot of insect life, and that's the building block for everything else that comes along, the birds, for the frogs and all of the other animals that use this area.
Mark O'Cathassy is parlementslid voor de Groenen. Zijn partij is de drijvende kracht achter het verbod op de commerciële turfverkoop. Want veengronden zijn een belangrijk wapen in de strijd tegen klimaatverandering.
Not only do they capture carbon, but they store it for a long period of time. So something like forestry, it'll capture carbon very effectively for the first 50 years. And after that it becomes kind of steady state. The amount of carbon within that system stays constant. Bogs are different. They'll take carbon from the air and they'll put it into storage in the form of peat or turf, and that'll stay there bound up for thousands of years if left be.
Turfstekers als Mickey O'Donnell zien het verbod als een aantasting van hun manier van leven. Maar O'Cathassy denkt dat ze juist bondgenoten kunnen zijn.
The same skills that were put to use in turf harvesting, the people who know the bogs best, that's actually the same skills as we can use for re-wetting of the boglands as well. So this should actually be a huge opportunity for people to create jobs in places that otherwise don't have employment opportunities.
De klimaatboodschap van de regering vindt steeds meer weerklank in Ierland, vooral bij de jongere generatie.
I totally agree with the government to ban turf for burning. When you walk in the roads here, you know what people are burning. Like if they're burning turf, it stinks.
Jenny is de schoondochter van Mickey O'Donnell. Samen met haar man Michael wil ze een heel andere koers inslaan dan haar schoonvader, voor de toekomst van haar dochters.
And I do try to, myself and my family, my husband, we try to be conscious about our carbon footprint. So, burning wood instead of turf is one of the decisions. Having an electric car versus a fueled diesel car or petrol car is another decision. When we go abroad, let's not get the plane, let's travel by boat and train. That's another decision. How can we play our part?
Toch zal het niet eenvoudig zijn alle Ieren te overtuigen. Zeker nu we midden in een energiecrisis zitten. Neem de voorraad turf die Mickey O'Donnell heeft aangelegd. Dit kost hem maar €200.
It is a lot cheaper than coal or gas or anything else.
And €200, you mean then this is what it cost me for the whole winter?
Yeah, the whole winter, yeah.
That's it?
And the summer, yeah.
Yeah? Wow. So with the current energy prices, this is still affordable?
Very, very cheap. If you do the work yourself, it's a lot cheaper.
En zeker in arme plattelandsregio's als deze zijn veel huishoudens afhankelijk van de goedkope turf.
This could warm your house for the whole winter easily?
Yeah, that'll warm and do the cooking and boil the kettle and bathing, showering.
The spike in energy prices has definitely made this discussion much more difficult. I think the war in Europe has shown us beyond any shadow of a doubt that not only do we need to move in terms of energy transition from a climate point of view, but also there's an energy security question. We here in Ireland, and we can see it today, we have a fantastic wind resource in terms of renewables. And this is the direction that we should be moving in. We should be investing in renewable energy. So that's where the future is.